We're going to take a look at messages from your higher self plus unexpected bonus. So what are some messages from your higher self? I'm going to pick 3 paths. What are some messages from your higher self? And we got pile number 1. Yeah. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. So, pile number 1, trick. Pile number 1 with trick. Pile number 2 with believe. And pile number 3 with inspire. Messages from your higher self and unexpected bonus. So let's do the oracle cards. Gonna do the oracle cards. Yes. Pile number 1, trick. Pile number 2, believe. And pile number 3, inspire. And pile number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. What are some messages from your higher self? Plus an unexpected bonus. What are some messages from your higher self? Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Right, and then we're going to do the tarot cards. Start with the Sir Dragon Tarot. The Wizard cards. Pile number 1. What are some messages from your higher self? Pile number 2. Pile number 3. And what is some unexpected bonus? Oops. Shift these around real quick. Unexpected bonus. Unexpected bonus. We love unexpected bonuses, yes. All right, beautiful people, beautiful souls out there. This is for pile number 1. This is for the trick. The trick is to be pile number 1. Then we got for pile number 2, which is believe that you are pile number 2 and you are going too far. I just made that up. Believe. Then we got pile number 3. Pile number 3 with inspire. Yes. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1. Message from your higher self plus unexpected bonus. Pile number 1, you got drawn to the card of trick. And this animal on here is a raccoon dog. And the raccoon dog, it encourages you. It encourages you to be curious, generous, and cheerful. It's saying, don't take things too seriously. Also, this can be a representation of illusion and daydream. Look before you leap, and remember the leap is part of the fun. So this is seeing opportunity in chaos and learning to let go. Learning on the go and learning to let go. And this is representing topaz and other stones as well. So, let's see what other oracle cards we got here. Okay. Blue topaz, which is also what represents that card. So that is pretty cool. And this blue topaz is asking you to be soft and listen. That's what it says. And this is asking you to notice the gifts that you have already within you. The blue topaz is asking you to open to the richness of your intuition. Like, you know, the way your dreams, they give you glimmers of possible futures, and your stomach knows when something ain't right. You don't need a teacher or a text. You just simply need to be soft and listen, and then you will get the message that you have from within. And we have success and happiness is coming. Enjoy and celebrate life. Breathe. Breathe. And then we have fragmentation. And I want to tell you so much. So, okay, let's see. So, okay, we got blue topaz, and then we have the success and happiness are coming. So here we're talking about curiosity, generosity, and also true success. It means like getting a clear perspective on anything. Living with dignity and grace, and recognizing your soul path. So this is a call for celebration, and enjoy your success in the moment. Allow yourself to celebrate recent successes. And so this is calling for you to listen to your intuition, and this is calling for you to celebrate things, like to be curious and generous and cheerful, and celebrations in this. And the breathing card, patience. This one is saying patience. Have patience in all that you do. Take time, sit down, breathe, go within. Listen to what those stories that you have going on in your mind, what they are telling you. Listen to what they are trying to tell you, or listen to what is recorded from before. Sometimes we have recordings that we don't even know that are there in our mind. And so whenever you do a daily thing that you always do, you're in the recording, unless you are staying in the moment. If you're staying in the moment, then you are in a good place. And the breathing card is calling for you to smell the roses, breathe, release constriction and anxiety. It's saying there's no need for tension. And you will. This is also saying that you will win if you stay the course. Relax, trust your intuition, and breathe. So all these cards here are calling for like curiosity, intuition, know yourself, like celebrate, be impulsive, do things on the go. And then there is this darker side that is the message from your higher self, is saying with this fragmentation, it's kind of losing a sense of self. What is broken can be mended. Who am I? I fought and I lost. I am broken beyond recognition. Rebuild yourself, taking your power back. I mean, the fragmentation, it can come from people around you. If you're around narcissistic people, they will have you fragmented. That's how they thrive. They want to pick you apart so they can feel stronger. If you are in a dysfunctional situation when you're growing up, they will also have you lose your sense of self so that you can be mended and bent into whatever form that pleases them. So here is like calling for you when you breathe, when you sit down, then sit with yourself and think about where you are fragmented. Where have you lost your sense of self? And how can you mend it back together again? Sometimes you can fight for something and you can stand your ground for something, and eventually you will lose anyway. I was trying to, in my personal story, I was trying to stand up against people who were abusive and stuff like that. And in the end, I wasn't strong enough. So I was broken into pieces and I had to mend myself back together. I know it is doable, but you have to have some sense of awareness and consciousness within you so that you can be conscious enough to understand that you are not your brokenness. That's just confusions that have been added onto you. You are that presence within yourself that is aware of everything that happened and that happens. And so find that presence and then start to rebuild all the pieces together again. Be soft and listen to your inner stillness and yourself, and then you will know where to go, what to do. And I want to tell you so much. So talk to spirit. Talk to spirit, like ask questions. Spirit, what is it that I need to be aware of so I can be feeling whole again? Spirit, what is it that I can, what is it that I need to know that I'm unaware of at the moment? And once you ask these questions, just know that the answer will come to you. They will come, but you have to be aware enough to see them. And sometimes just putting words to you can write a letter to whoever did the breaking of you. Write them a letter, be honest, like write them a letter, how you feel about this and what it did to you. You can burn it, you can make a ritual to send it off and realize, and also send a letter, make a letter to yourself where you understand that you are not broken. You never were broken. You're just confused because people have been trying to pull you apart and take your security and your sense of confidence. But that's not happening anymore because now you're putting those pieces together again. And you're going to sit down, you're going to breathe, and success and happiness are going to come in with it after that. After that is also you're going to be so much stronger. Now you know how to listen to your intuition. Now you know how to create your own space so you can find your own safety. And so these hardships and all that stuff that these people do, they just don't understand that they're actually giving you a gift. You just have to walk through it. And on the other side, there's everything. Everything that you ever wanted, everything that you thought you had lost, all of that, it's still there. You just have to find it and go within, listen to your intuition, breathe, ask the questions, talk to spirit, get the guidance so you can put yourself together again. This is what your higher self is saying. Very, very interesting. Let's see what the tarot cards are saying here. Okay, so we got a Four of Pentacles. An Ace of Wands. So Four of Pentacles, ownership is all. For good or bad, like he finds, this one here, he finds security in the stuff of this world. So comfort. This is calling for you to learn to let go and be generous. So learn to let go. And this is also part of this here. Like learn to let go of who is to blame or what is to blame. Learn to let go of that. Just look at the consequences. What are the consequences? And how can spirit help me build myself back up again? So that you can balance and find that stability again in this world on your own. And the Ace of Wands is saying that a spark of energy, like maybe you have some projects that you started one time and then you forgot all about it, or life came in the way, or these incidents or these situations came in the way for that. And so now you can remember those things and you can pick them back up and give them some new life. All the dormant passions that you had in your life before, what did you dream about before you interacted and encountered these people? What was you dreaming about? Do that, like pick it back up, find your own inner strength and that passion and pick it back up again. We have Four of Fire and the Sun. It looks like you have been doing a lot of work too here, and then you have been doing a lot of work on yourself, and you have been doing a lot of work with the wounds and the toxicity that you have experienced. You have asked the right questions and you have gotten the right answers, and you were actually awake enough to listen and present enough to take it into action. And that, my dear pile number one, is going to pay off like 100-folds for you. So that's great. And the Four of Fire is saying it's a new creative phase. So whatever you are picking back up here, whatever projects that you had forgotten, now is a new creative phase for you. New creative phase is beautiful. There's going to be pleasure and harmony in relationships. You're going to make magic with others. And so this can be a focus at this time for you to create something with others. And the Sun is, of course, the happiest card in the whole thing. And so to pull that card out here is a really, really good omen and a really good sign for you, pile number one. And it's promising abundance, like everything is possible at this time. It projects like this fruition. Relationships will flourish, and growth is assured. Have that deep rooted gratitude with you. And by doing so, you are going to experience here. I hope the cards are still in the frame. See, okay, so we got the Nine of Cups here. And the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So what was it that you was wishing for, was hoping for? And then this is like the wish fulfillment card, and solitude and fullness. And fullness in relationships. So you're going to be able to be by yourself and be okay with that. Be strong in your own company. It's very, very good quality to have. And also you're going to be flourishing and be growing and developing really good friendships and relationships in your life. And whatever this is that you have been doing, pile number one, be very grateful and be proud of yourself, because this wish fulfillment, you have worked for it. Be proud of yourself. And then we got the Queen of Swords. She's showing up here. The Queen of Swords, logical, rational, intelligent. She knows how to communicate. She's very insightful. She's a smart communicator. She can be a teacher, a mentor. So all of this here is in your energy, pile number one. So your higher self is saying that don't fret, even if you do feel fragmented, and even if there are so many things you would want to say. Spirit, your higher self, is saying, I am here, I am listening. And hi, Emoji. And so higher self is here saying to you that talk to me, talk to spirit, set words to it. Even though you did feel fragmented at a time, you are going to be able to put your pieces together and create something really very beautiful. It only takes a little bit of effort, and it only takes a little bit of consciousness and awareness to be able to figure out how to put your fragmented parts, how to mold them back together again, so that you can create the life that you really want to live and the life that you're going to love to live. And also this one here card is saying, like, the Queen of Swords, she can snoop out the very, very biggest knot, and she can untangle it. So she can take any kind of situation, problem, thing, and she can untangle it and find the truth behind it. So with that energy showing up in your like futurist energy, you are going to be able to ask the right questions, and you are going to mend yourself back together again, so that you can again live a full life with happiness, success. You can use your intuition. It's going to be there always and guide you in the best ways. And by doing all this here work, then we ask, so higher self, what is an unexpected bonus here for pile number 1 if they do all these things, and if they go through the process of doing the hard work with changing and acknowledging self-responsibility in change and all that good stuff. Spirit is saying, okay, so if you do jump out and take this journey, the Ace of Swords is going to show up here for you. The intellect is awakened. Poof. Sharp and double-edged. It's cutting through the crap, and it's cutting through the world. And ideas, you are going to get a great idea. You are going to receive a great idea from spirit or from your higher self. So you're going to receive that great idea that you can put into action however you see fit. And wow, okay, so you're going to get this great idea. And also, you are going to create the best relationships. You are going to be celebrating with friends. That can be people that are already in your life. It would not have anything to do with the people who was doing this part of your life. They would not have anything to do with this. So these people here are going to be either good people that you already have in your life, or they're going to be new people that you attract into your life because you did the internal work. And now you're attracting a better quality people into your life that you can celebrate with. They are happy for you. They will lift you up. They will be celebrating your success with you. And so that's what you want. That's what you want to surround yourself with. And that is going to be, you're going to get a great idea that you can put out into the world, and one great idea can move the world. And you're going to be able to celebrate it with these beautiful people that you're going to draw into your life. Pile number 1, that was a lot of stuff going on in this messages from your higher self. But you are loved, you are worthy, and you are fully capable of taking the fragmented pieces and mend them back together again and start afresh. Pile number 1, that was your reading. If you liked it, if you want to give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. If you like this reading, hit the subscribe button, and then you will be notified every time I upload new content. And until the next time, take care of yourself. Do this journey. Pile number 1, you got this. You got this. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it respects, and it loves the same beautiful light in you. Until next time, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you a lot. Namaste. Pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You are attracted to this belief, and this endearing creature, it's like a rabbit deer or something like that. I'm not sure what they are called in real life, but this believe card, you got drawn to believe. And there are forces within you, pile number 2, that have yet to be seen or believed by others. You have something deep within yourself that you never shown anybody yet. You might not even know about it yourself yet because you haven't put the flame to the fire or the fire to the flame or however. But believe, you are there. You are got this thing inside of you. Believe in yourself. It encourages unique perspective and eccentricity. And this is also a symbol of powerful creativity. And who doesn't love that, pile number 2? We have here, believe. Believe is half of the struggle always with everything. What kind of, here though, we got precious opal. Okay, so here we got precious opal. That is interesting. And the precious opal, let's see what other oracle cards we got. Flames of desire. Perhaps this is what you got inside that nobody has seen before, pile number 2. Your fire and desire and your light. And then we have the question, why? To know the why is always going to give you such marvelous answers. And then here we got blinded to pain. And I couldn't tell you face to face. Okay, so believe. I'm gonna leave the tarot cards there for later. But okay, believe. Yes, believe. That's half of the struggle. And then, so the overall here is saying, believe in yourself. It encourages your unique perspective and eccentricity. This here, the precious opal, so beautiful with this almost like a boat in the water, it looks like, with 5 little stones in there. Very beautiful colors. This is colors of the heart and the voice, so it's kind of green bluish, which would be heart and speak and truth and voice and heart and love and gratitude and all this good stuff. So here we got with the precious opal, we got choose your road and name your path. Since the future is fluid like water, you can name your pathway and thus set to create and craft what is there. So this is calling for you to, what is it that you want to achieve in your life? Why do you want it? Where do you want to go? What is your road called? What is the destination called for you? Name it. You find your own creative, unique, eccentric way and put that into like thing, and your higher self is asking you to name your road so that you can create the pathway to get there. Create goals. Do the little to-dos so that you can go closer to what you actually really want in your life. And then there is this. So very intricate that this here is this is calling from some forces within yourself that has yet to be seen by others and believed by others, perhaps even also yourself. Higher self is saying flames of desire, like let them shine out in radiant light and shun the dark paths. So the blazing fire of love, the blazing fire, she's holding the fire like she's holding it in her hand and there's a heart. So this is like the passionate fire, the passion, blazing fire of love. It yearns for fulfillment. This is saying a longing for physicality, touch, tenderness, and sensual togetherness. So this is calling for intimacy, physical intimacy, mental intimacy, spiritual intimacy, and to create that fire with interaction with another human being. And so, you know, these days, like if you put sex on anything, it's gonna sell. If you put like a naked butt on anything, it's gonna sell. If you put like titties over there, it's gonna sell. Sex sells. That's just how it is. However, it can be very shallow and very short-lived enjoyment and releasing of energy. Sex by itself. This card is talking about something different. This card is talking about that desire, the flames, and that true passion that is alive within you if you allow it to come to life. And so seek rather the true passion. When two become one in this blazing flames of love, they forget who they are. So basically you come together, you forget who you are, you merge into one. And so the self, it dissolves and one is entirely consumed by feeling and pure energy. And that is one beautiful place to be in. Spirit gave us flames of love as a gift, along with yearning for a partner and the desire for a union. And would you believe it, the healing crystal here is a precious opal. How about that? That's like out of 2 decks with a bunch of cards, like in both decks, like these cards are matching. With the precious opal, like the flames of desire, the healing crystal for this is precious opal. Okay, wow. So name your road. What do you want in life? And start to creating those things. This here why is just basically saying, check your motives. It is basically saying, check your motives. Why do you want what you want? Why do you want to go this road? Why do you want to be with that person? Why do you want to accomplish that? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to have that? Why do you want to say this? Why do you want to look like that? Why do you want... Ask why for everything and check your motives. What is the motive behind your action? Higher self is saying, check your motives and make sure that they are aligned with what you actually want and what you actually desire and what you actually are longing for in your life. So this is about someone here who is, they have to start to believe in themselves and believe in their own fire and flames and passion. And naming the road that you want to go and start believing in that so that you can bring it out in yourself and you can show it to others. And then higher self is saying, okay, here is your shadow side. This is deep within you. This can be things that are in denial of, that you don't even know about, or like they can seem things that you know, you get so used to things that you don't even really recognize them anymore. And so this here, blinded to pain. Blinded to pain. This card here is this card here is for people who have had to endure a lot of hardship in their lives. A person who is the scapegoat, a person who is you always have to be the strong one. You always have to be the one who stands up. You always have to be the one who nourishes and comforts the others. You always have to be the one who can take a little bit more. And this card here is basically telling you, pile number 2, this card is speaking to you. It's saying, you always say that I can shoulder it. I can take it. It's not a big deal. Is it? We take one more. We take on one more responsibility. We're adding on to already full plate. Sure, I can do it. Sure, I can do it. We take a little bit more abuse. But he didn't pinch me that hard. Well, he didn't really hit me. He kind of just shoved me and I fell in the floor. Or he didn't really, or she didn't really slap me either. It was, I kind of deserved it. Or you making excuses for intolerable behaviors from others. Stepping right in your boundaries, messing up your whole thing. And this is where your responsibility, pile number 2, set boundaries, know your worth. Nobody can do that to you. That is not their right. You stand up for yourself. You set your boundaries. You found your own 2 shoes and stand on it. Yes, you take your power back. We shoulder just a little bit more pain. Well, I already have, my buckets are already full. So I have all the buckets of pain sitting around here, and I can take a little bit more. It doesn't really matter. You kind of come to a point sometimes in life where it doesn't matter. It is whatever. And you've already shut down your emotions. You've already shut down your expectations. You're already shut down your joy. You've already shut down your reaction to your surroundings. Now you're just like closed off, and you're just a shadow of yourself, walking around, doing what is expected of you, doing what people tell you to do. And have lost contact with your true authentic self. We smile in front of a little bit more insolence. We close our eyes to the wound. She's blindfolded. We close our eyes to our wounds. We think we can endure it. It doesn't hurt. But we are humans. It does hurt. We're not saints. We're not heroes. We are humans. And nobody has the right, pile number 2, to injure you physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Abuse, it's not okay. Not at all. If you encounter any of those things, there are many helplines. There are many ways that you can get help for what you are needing. Support groups that can help you stand up for your rights. Learn to trust yourself again. Learn to allow your emotions. This is what this is calling for you. It's saying this here is saying that underneath all that hardness, or all that what is it called? This it's a freaking armor. Under the armor that you are wearing, you have flames of desire. Yes, you can choose your way. You can find, what is this going to be, a self-empowerment route that you're going to be taking. No more of that stuff. Goof. Get it out of there. And believe that underneath all of this hardship that you had to become, to endure a little bit extra, to take a little bit more, to do a little bit extra, all that stuff, that's not your responsibility. It is not your responsibility. And even if you cannot tell these abusers and these a-holes, excuse me, if you cannot tell them face to face, because sometimes you just want to stay away from toxic people. You don't even get any reasonable replies from them anyway. So why would you want to go and talk to them? Because they're just going to lie, twist it, turn it back to be your fault. And then when you go from there, you just take a little bit extra and you just took a little bit more. So sometimes you don't even have to talk to them. But what you cannot tell them face to face, you can write a letter to spirit. Find your faith. Have faith that something is looking after you. Whatever you want to call it. If it's a bottle of Pepsi, or if it's a rock in your road, or if it's the grass or the wind, whatever it is for you, name that and trust that that power is looking after you. And that power is asking you to look beyond, beneath these, your higher self is saying underneath that hardness that you have grown throughout the years, under there is like the passionate fire, flames, just like wonderful passion that is just you forget time, you forget place, you forget space, you forget your name, you just merge with another human being. And it is a beautiful, beautiful place to be. And nobody should be the martyr and just take a little bit extra. There are no real martyrs. It's just like BS. If anyone told you that, it's probably just because they are an a-hole and they need a martyr so they can keep doing what they're doing. And that's a great excuse. But it's not. You, pile number 2, you are going to take your power back. For sure. 6 of Wands. The Moon. Yeah, a lot of stuff that you haven't seen in others, but also here in not only with others, but also with yourself. So the moon here is like the veil that is upon all of this. And this is what the armor is protecting for. And this is what it takes from you. So your armor is protecting you from these people coming in and doing this stuff. And for you to react to it. But you're also taking away all this good stuff. This is also hidden behind a veil. And with the Six of Wands here, Six of Wands, you have accepted challenges right and left. Yeah, you have took up all the challenges and you have stood your ground and you're still here. You're able to hear this reading. So congratulations, pile number 2, because that has not been an easy task for you. I'm sure it has been painful, physically painful. It has been emotionally painful. It has been spiritually painful and everything. And I want to give you the biggest hug. And then you are not alone, and not everybody is like that of human beings. There are good ones out there too. You face struggles, you've faced them right on, large and small, and you've come through unscattered but very sheltered, very protected by your own devices. And so create a mantra of success. I am authentic. I know who I am. I am allowing myself to feel everything freely. And make the mantras that can give you the success to break through your own barriers so that you can break through this crap, and then you can find that passion underneath, the love underneath, the compassion underneath, the gratitude underneath, all the good stuff, the joy, the just feeling good, your presence, who you are, like all that good stuff is there. And then that's what you're gonna find. And you're gonna inspire your accomplishments, like the transformation that you're gonna go through from being completely armored up and going to that passionate, fantastic human soul that you are. It's going to create admiration. It's going to create respect. People are going to be inspired by your amazing journey, and you are going to rock your world. So believe that, because it is about to just be really great for you, and it's not going to resemble this at all. This is going to fall away from your life, and you're no longer going to take on anything. You're going to be nice to yourself. You're going to treat yourself with respect, and you're going to know when where your boundaries are. You're going to know how much you want on your plate, and you're not going to take up anything just to take it up for other people. Not anymore. And this is also gifts of intuition, creativity, and got the Tower. Yep, major transformation. Major transformation, major transformation, and the Five of Fire. So surprises, things are going to happen fast. So once you start this whole transformation and you start to ignite this passion, this fire, when you ignite this stuff inside of yourself, that alone is going to be like poof, such a major transformation that is going to change everything in your life in a very good way. And it might be very scary for you because you've been here. And so don't worry about this. Just allow this process to take place and allow this passion to flourish and grow within yourself, so that you can receive all the good stuff that life has. And this is like creative brainstorming. You have freedom to explore ideas, even if they seem far-fetched. They be right out there in left field. You just open up to new people and new ideas, and it is going to transform everything in your life. And then we got the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords in this situation, it's going to take a while. This is your unconscious. Like the Nine of Swords is like you're waking up and you're still in a nightmare. And so it's going to take a while for you to be able to sleep soundly at night, because when you sleep at night, that's when your unconscious mind is talking to you. And a lot of this stuff that happened here, with the pain that you had to endure and all of that stuff, it might just come up in your dreams because it's something that you need to just look at it. Maybe you just need to have compassion with that part that happened there. And maybe you just need to love a little extra on yourself so that you can go through this transformation and come out on the other side. Because even though your life has been a nightmare for many years, and you have lived nightmares day and night for years maybe, that is not what's going to happen in this future. Now it's going to taking your power back. You're going to work with others. It's going to be a huge transformation. And in this period, you might have occasionally the dreams and the nightmares come up, and they just talking to you. You just sit with it, sit with the memory, cry with the memory, release the memory, allow yourself to go through these motions and emotions so that you can finally free yourself from it. And we got the Five of Cups. And so the Five of Cups, so it's bad when you get all this stuff from other people. But this is self. This is the self. And this is also the self. This is the self-judgment. This is the this is your own voice in your head that is talking to you, repeating what these people said over here before. Now you're repeating it to yourself, and you keep the pattern alive like that. So you have to go into your own mind, and you have to find new ways of thinking about things and reprogram yourself so that you don't keep doing all this over and over again in a loop, because you're done with this. And now you're going to bring the fire and the passion and the greatness out of yourself, and work with these things that is coming up. Perhaps you're going to go see a therapist too. They can help you work through these things. Ask the right questions. Have you allow, and also for you to allow to speak it to someone who listens and believes in you is a very, very big part of the healing process. And so the Five of Cups here, we got higher self is saying, this is more so the emotional response to a loss. This is you adjusting to life after a loss, and it takes time to do that. And grieving over this, like this year, it might have been years of your life. And if it has been years of your life, believe me, I know it's going to take a while to grieve it, because it took a big chunk of your life, and took it and did that with it. So your higher self is just asking you to be nice to yourself, think happy, good things about yourself, encourage yourself, and then allow yourself to grieve and allow it to come out. You can't just take the armor off and not expect it to bring about some kind of grief and stuff like that. But take it off anyway, because after the grief, that is where the desire comes in. This is where you can ask why. You can ask Spirit about everything. How can I take off my armor? How can I do this? How can I do that? Everything that you need to do so that you can be a free human being, free in your emotions, free in your reactions and your interactions with other people and relationships. And so, unexpected bonus from you, pile number 2. This is like pile number 2. You're going to need so much encouragement, and I hope that this is me trying to give you all the encouragement that you need, because you have what it takes to go through this. You got this, and you can do it. And if you do it, this is an unexpected bonus that is going to come your way. So, okay, here we go. We got the Six of Swords. So if you have been, if you have been in dark situations like this here, with the abuse, where you had to endure more and more pain and all that stuff, if you have lived there, and now you're asking, how can I take this armor off? Don't be surprised if Spirit just gives you the money so you can move to another country, or Spirit gives you a boat so you can get to another shore, or Spirit gives you a car so you can drive out of there. I mean, once you start to ask questions to get out of situations, Spirit is going to show up for you and take you from that into warmer, nicer, calmer, more passionate, kinder shores for you, for sure. And that is a really, really good bonus, and that alone is worth all the trouble that you have to go through in order to get to the other side. And just manage your fears and have faith. Ask Spirit about anything. Have faith. Foundation, have faith, and you will be taken out of whatever situation that you find yourself in. And who knows, maybe the knight in shining armor pops up here for you too. Maybe you'll find that passionate person to have all this passion and share these good things with. Share your spirit, share your soul, share your experiences, share your bills, that too. Share your adventures, share your life together. Someone that you can have, that you can talk about things that you did before, because now you have a history together. And that is a beautiful thing. Pile number 2, whatever it is that you are going through, I believe in you. I know that you can do this. Life is very tough sometimes, but on the other side is everything that you ever wanted. And thank you so much for being here. Pile number 2, if you enjoyed this reading, give me a thumbs up if you would like, and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you here, and then you would be notified on the new readings and the uploads that I make. And I want to thank you so much for your time, for your energy, for sharing this time with me. And the beautiful light in me, it honors and it respects and loves the same beautiful light in you. Until next time, thank you for being here. Namaste. Number 3, messages from your higher self. You were drawn to this card that says inspire. Inspire, you got drawn to inspire. Let's see. This is a wren, W-R-E-N, a wren. And this is calling for like inspiration, dreams, the influence of nature. Like this is a songbird. It symbolizes end of winter. Communication without words, natural, spiritual, and divine. Listen and be receptive to the truth of others. This can also be a strong symbol of musical talent. Perhaps you have a great talent or the effect of music. Like listen to the music around you. Perhaps there are messages coming to you that can inspire you and lift you up and help you move forward. Motivation, enthusiasm for creative endeavors. Is there anything, any truth that you have long held in confinement? Perhaps it's calling for you to burst it out, burst it forth from within and out into the world. So this is calling for you to be the songbird, or to be the creative person that allows the birth. Be the empress, like birth something into your world. Maybe you've held it confined for a long time. Well, the wren, the inspire card here, it is asking you to release it out to us so we can enjoy it and take part in your beautiful soul experience. Choose your intention. Choose your intention with the emerald. Emerald. Awaken all of your senses. Between worlds. Is this me? I wondered how far this would go. Okay. Okay, we're gonna leave these tarot cards here for a little bit later. Let's see here. So we got the inspire card. So this is like the overall. The overall is like let loose what has been within you, inside of you, and let it out to the world. Emerald. So choose your intention. The emerald. This is also guiding you deep within yourself, like the inspire card, like deep within yourself. Are you going to throw out the old? Are you going to throw out your past? Are you going to let that be in the past and throw it out so that you can center yourself and choose your intention upon something new? Or do you want to still wallow in between the worlds, in the old? Or perhaps you want to take a step into the new, release your creative voice, release your creative ideas, be the empress, birth something into this world, choose your intention. Why do you want to do it? Perhaps you want to share something that you have learned in your life with others, with us. And this is also asking, are you going to just stay in your own toxicity and mold? Or are you going to say enough is enough? I am going to inspire myself to step out of the toxicity, jealousy, rage, depression, stuff like that, toxic behavior, manipulation, abuse can be too. Are you going to step away from that and go and leave that in the behind, kick it in the behind, and find new growth? And then if you choose, so you might be in between worlds, you see the old you and you see the potential. And so in between the worlds is going to be the choice that you have to make at some point. And one way that you can allow yourself to start the process of renewing, going into a new you, is to actually awaken all of your senses. Because your senses will bring you into the moment. And when you're in the moment, you step out of the toxic place. Then you step out of the toxic place, you step into peace. And so awakening your senses is going to help you with every other detail in your life, for sure. So now is the time to begin to see, perceive, and recognize, and to begin intensive training of all of your senses through exercises and meditation. Everything you see with your physical eye is imbued with a spirit. And that spirit is ready to touch, support, and guide you. So she holding in her hands the fire, the butterfly, the transformation coming out of her lotus flower in her hands. Beautiful fiery butterfly. And she's there, she's smelling it, she's watching it, she's feeling it. So she's in her senses, she's close to this thing and she's feeling it. So she's awakening all of her senses. Feel your heart, your heartbeat. Attune to your third eye. Like allow this spirit to guide you towards paths that are filled with light. So here between the worlds you have one gray, black and white, and then you have the colors over here. Like if you are in the dark, it could be like a grief, it can be depression, it can be guilt, it can be shame, it can be any kind of heavy, loaded energy might keep you over here. And then you start, how can I walk towards the light? Spirit, show me the way to the light. And then things will come into your presence. And then along the way, you can use incense, you can use candles, you can use flowers, you can use any kind of touch, like soft, any kind of material that makes you feel good, like, and you, so that you can embody your senses and allow them to just be the gateway to your experiencing of life. So when you're in your senses, your food, make you some good food that you can taste it. And then you are in your senses. And so now you're experiencing your life as if for the first time through your senses. From sense to sense, it makes a lot of sense. Well, that was a very bad joke, but hey, what you gonna do about it? So ask to see the light and then walk towards the light and you will find the way. And in between worlds is saying no man's land, not quite here, not quite there. So this is asking you to be aware of the consequences of making assumptions. Someone told me one time that when you're making assumptions, it's making an ass out of you and out of me. So it's not making any sense. And it's just guesswork. Assumptions is just guesswork that we did in our mind from the stories that we tell ourselves, from the judgments that we have, from everything that is going on within ourselves. And then we're just making these stories, making it up. And so cultivate curiosity, and then trust the process of change and growth. So there is some experiences that you have recently had, pile number 3, in your life. Some kind of experiences that you have and lessons, and you are done with these. So now you are between what used to be and what will be. So some kind of, you've been through some kind of a lesson, a level up, like Spirit gave you some kind of test or some kind of thing that you had to overcome. You did overcome it, and now you're like leaving the old behind and you're walking towards the light. One way that you can help yourself on that journey, that transition, is to awaken your senses, and also ask about, like, take out your creativity, ask for guidance. Hey, Spirit, how do I walk towards the light? Show me the way to the light. And then it'll come into your presence, to your senses, in one way or the other. So this card here is asking you, look yourself in the mirror. Take a look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, is this me? Is this who I am? This card is asking, did you ever have a dream? Did you ever dream to play football for Real Madrid? Or did you ever have any dreams to be a basketball player? Or did you have a dream to become a musician? Or did you have a dream to become whatever it could be? Like, did you have a dream once upon a time to do something creative, something athletic? And now instead you're working in an insurance company and you're putting numbers into the computer all day long. So ask yourself, look yourself in the mirror, say, what was it I dreamed about again? Yeah, that was the dream. Is it dead? Is it impossible for me to do anything about it? Or can I actually pick it up today and start working on that dream? Because it's never too late to dream. The only time you cannot do anything about your dream anymore is when you don't wake up, when you're in the afterlife. Then you can't do anything about the dream that you have here in the 3D, and then it's too late. Until that day, as long as you're breathing, you're up, you can do it. You can do whatever you want to do. And this is saying, I wondered how far this would go. And this is like Spirit asking you, like, how far away from your true self are you going to go before you stop, smell the roses, and haul yourself back into your life? Not the life that society is telling you to live, not the life that other people are saying that would be great for you. You should do that. Maybe they just need you there because then they know their job is going to be easier, so they didn't care about the dream at all. They just wanted to suit their own needs, which is very common in human beings. And so this is asking you to take a real good look at your life and be honest with yourself. If this is where you want to be, or is this where you want to be? And then choose your path, choose your intention, set name on it. What you're going to call your road. The road to my dream, or the road to light, whatever you want to call it. And then do that, because why not? You're going to have to be here on planet Earth anyway. So pile number 3, you might as well do that, because you're going to spend the time on this earth anyway. Might as well spend it on something that you once dreamed about. Sire of Pentacles, the King, and the Knight of Swords. Sire of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So obviously you are a very powerful and disciplined kind of person here, pile number 3. You've already accumulated material wealth. You have done really well for yourself. You have your foundation, you have the things, the material things that you need, and you got all of that, and you have a lot going on there, and a very strong personality, a good leader. You are seen as being very reliable and protective of everyone in your care. So these are great traits that you have, and I would definitely take them with you into this the new world, those qualities. And you've been seen as a reliable and steady influence on others, which with this Knight of Swords, you might kick it up a little bit, because this is one that is very intense, with an intense intellect and a laser focus. And this is a figure of action right here. And this can be intimidating. This can be very outspoken and decisive, which makes sense, because here you come from the King of Pentacles, Sire of Pentacles energy, which is a very steady, reliable, and then people seeing you like that, then you move into who you really more so are. And with all this going on here, your steadiness, your reliableness, your depth as a person, and then this person comes like, oh my gosh, now it's going to take action, and all the people in the way, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, here he comes, now move out of the way. So you can be intimidating because you have a very strong personality, which is beautiful. Maybe now this is maybe what your higher self is asking you to take, your beautiful self, your reliable, stable personality, put it into action. Use your impeccable words and to create your life the way that you want your life to be. Not the way that it just happened, how far it will go. Now you're on the sidelines in your own life. You have all these great qualities, and you have this dream and this other road that you can choose. And so this is your higher self asking you to wake up, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself if this is who you are. And if it's yes, then okay, fine. And if it's like, no, this is not what I dreamed of. Now I am everything that everyone wants me to be and needs me to be. So I'm going to stir the pot a little bit and do my own thing. And the King of Cups, the King of Water is showing up. Now you're taking responsibility for your insights, your emotions, your compassion, everything gentle, loving, and you're leading others into harmonious collaborations. And there's honor and respect all around you. And then we got the Page of Fire. Brand new start with the passionate project that you're wanting to do. You awakened all the compassion, perhaps for yourself, compassion for yourself, the gentleness, the having respect for your own dreams. And you're lighting up the fire, and you're starting a new journey with a Page of Fire. So your ideas, you know that they have value. You already know this from up here when you were so reliable and had such great ideas for others. And so you know that your ideas are valid. You know that they are trustworthy and all this good stuff. And now you're taking it in, and now you're using this energy, your leadership qualities, your energy, you're using it on your passion, what you're loving about life, and all this senses, and you're putting everything into something that you really love, the touch, the feel, the smell, the taste of. Now you're creating your dream life, and that, my dear, pile number 3, is a beautiful thing. Enthusiastic action and beginning of a project. And then we have the Hermit. I mean, the Hermit is one of my, he's probably, I'm gonna say the Hermit is probably my favorite card in this tarot, because this is a person who puts the brakes on. This one here, this Hermit, pile number 3. You looked in the mirror, you say, is this me? And you're like, no, this is not who I was dreaming about being. Then you take a little time out. You go into Hermit mode. You withdraw from all the influences from the outside, so that you can go within and you can find your true passion, your true joy, what you love, like your true, you can find your senses, not what X so-and-so wanted you to think, or these people wanted you to do. Now you're going to find your own way, your own authenticity. So messages from your higher self is saying, this is great. This is great. And with the Ace of Cups, you are also going to get an emotional brand new beginning, a beautiful new start. Just handed to you. Peace, healing, and just a soul quenching renewal. This is beautiful. This is very, very beautiful. You might be in between all these things right now. That's okay. In between world, no man's land, not really there. You're not engaged in all those roles that you play over here anymore. You're not that engaged in this life that you have over here in the insurance business anymore. And so you're like on the verge of stepping out of that comfort zone, and then taking your leadership qualities, taking your stability, your reliability. You're going to put it into action. You're going to also develop your compassion, your feelings for yourself and your own projects. You're going to set your own projects on fire. You're going to start projects and you're going to go within, figure it out. Your authentic needs, voice, likes, dislikes. And boom, the Ace of Cups. A new beginning, creating a brand new beginning. Pile number 3, higher self is saying, if you go through these changes, if you dare to go from your comfort zone into your authentic self, you are going to get an unexpected bonus. And what is the unexpected bonus? Let's see. Haha, Fool card. That is awesome. Yes, this is going to be a brand new start. A new beginning, like, and wow, you're gonna head on out on this best freaking journey of your life. Freedom, adventure. And this is where you're gonna end up. Nobody's gonna push you out of this gray world here. Nobody's gonna kick you out of the insurance business because they love having you there. You're so reliable. You're punching the numbers so nicely. So they love having you over there. So they're not gonna kick you out. The only person who can kick you out of this situation is your need to be your authentic self. This is your authentic self asking you to kick your own butt, kick your own behind so that you can take that leap of faith. And once you do that, that's where the fun begins. This is your choice. Now you're taking charge of your life. You're taking your power back. You are walking in there like a freaking, like a authentic, solid, joyful, energetic being. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, stepping out of that boring ass life over there into the colors, into the bright, into the taste, the flowers, the beauty. The wounded warrior. The wounded warrior is going to get a whole new fresh beginning. And the unexpected bonus with this here is that you've been endured, like you might over here, like in the insurance business, it might not be abusive to you or anything. It might just be very boring, tedious, mundane. All that stuff is also killing your soul in a very, very harsh way, killing your passion. And here you are hanging on to the 9th pole. You're hanging on to the 9th pole, still you're standing. You got the other passionate poles there and you're hanging on to this one for dear life because there is some unquenched thirst within you that you are going to find on the other side of that choice. And this is also saying that this is a situation that you have to, pile number 3, work through it alone with spirit. Have faith, ask spirit, what do I do next? How can I, what do I need to do to find the courage to move into a different life, to ask for the best for myself? You have to go about this by yourself. That's okay. You can do it. And you have to make the decision yourself that you're going to do this journey. But when you do, oh my goodness, you're going to be blessed so many times over that you are going to be so glad that you took those first steps. And it's also saying, just remain cautious. The worst is over. The worst is over. You've done the think work, the pros and cons and all that stuff over here. And you have done the hard work. And now you just have to hold on just a little bit longer. And then your journey forward is going to be just like the songbird. You're going to find your own voice. You're going to find your own joy. You're going to sing your own song. You're going to create your own products. You're going to take your reliability, your strength, your stability. You're going to bring it into action and turn everything around. Pile number 3. Wow. If you liked this reading, that was your reading. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that, and then you will be notified when I upload new videos and new content. Pile number 3, thank you so much for spending this time with you. I really appreciate your energy, and I wish you all the best. This is a choice that you have to make, and I know you will do it, and you're going to make great. It's going to be so good for you. And I wish you all the best on this journey. And that beautiful light in me, it honors, it respects, and it loves that same beautiful light in you. Until next time, thank you so much for being here, and namaste.